It's a new planet. It's sort of like the old one. Gravity still works. There's the same number of continents, but the ground rules are changing. The 10,000 years of great stability that marked the Holocene and that provided the backdrop for the rise of civilization and then modernity is now no more. It's destabilizing with enormous speed. The first thing we have to shake is our endless fixation on growth as the answer to every problem that we face. It's worked pretty well for us, but we're now running into those limits to growth that people warned about 40 and 50 years ago. When you melt the Arctic, it is not a good sign. We've only raised the temperature of the planet 1 degree, but the climatologists are very clear that unless we change things very quickly, unless we get off the fossil fuel that has powered that outrageous growth for so long, then we'll raise the temperature of the planet 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees in the course of this century and more beyond that. Instead of that constant growth, resilience, stability, security. We actually began to get a little sense of that, I think, in the last couple of years watching the financial system implode. All of a sudden we had some idea that systems could grow, to use the parlance, too big to fail. That didn't mean they couldn't fail. It meant that if they did fail, they brought everything down with them. And that was a very scary proposition for our financial system. And it's an even scarier proposition if you start thinking about the other systems that we have that are similarly too big to fail and yet showing enormous signs of stress. Think about our energy system. Highly centralized, dependent on a few places, beginning to run out of its key constituents, which, when we combust them, are causing this amazing damage in the atmosphere. Think about our food system. An incredibly centralized and industrialized monoculture that we rely on to feed ourselves. One that's very vulnerable to the change that's coming already. The answer, I think, is to begin to figure out how to take these systems, like our food system, and try to build them down some, spread them out so that they don't topple over and fall the way our financial system did.